Okay, welcome back to Castlevania 3. Dracula's Curse. Yeah, Dracula's Quest. Or wait, Simon's Curse. No. Okay. So when you exit the Mad Forest, you have two options. You can either go towards the swamp, bog, or whatever, or you can go over towards the statue place. I don't know. So I think if you go towards the swamp, that leads you to Alucard. But if you go to the statue area, that will take you to Alucard. Or not Alucard, yeah. It'll both ways take you to Alucard. No, the statue area takes you to Sypha. I'm choosing Sypha because I like Sypha. Sypha's best girl. Best character, in my opinion. In this game... Okay, in the Japanese version, she's even better, because she gets her electric orbs more often. That is one thing that I did notice between the versions, because I have played both. I played the Japanese version first, because I knew it was the better version. I decided to go with this one, go with the English version for this playthrough, just because I felt like it would be the version that more people are familiar with. This version's harder. Harder in pretty much every way. One, as I mentioned earlier, Grant doesn't have his throwing daggers, which makes him far worse than what he is in the Japanese version. Sypha doesn't have as many chances to get her electric orbs through items. And Alucard just isn't good in either of the versions. I should probably say like what Alucard can do. So Alucard, similar to Dracula in the boss, like in the first game, he shoots 3 fireballs. That's about it. He doesn't really have access to any sub-weapons. Can't remember if he can pick up the stopwatch or not, but instead of having sub-weapons, he actually has the ability to transform into a bat. And it's situationally useful, for sure. It can make avoiding enemies, or avoiding bottomless pits easier. And there are definitely a few spots where it can be very helpful to have Alucard. But his acts just aren't very good. There's actually something pretty cool with this boss. If you have the throwing dagger. Now, if you're playing the Japanese version and you have Grant, his throwing dagger does not work. Does not do this. If you get... I can't remember if it has to be in the eye or just like above his head, but there's lightning going on in the background. And occasionally there is a lightning strike. If you aim the dagger right above his head or into his eye or something, the lightning will actually hit it, and it will do like half of his health. Like it'll take away like half of his full health, I think. So in this fight's not too difficult. I think you can destroy that block, like the lower block on the left side. Did you climb on me? That's always one of my favorite lines from Sypha in this show. Thanks for helping me. I'm Sypha the Vampire Hunter. And I'm a man. Spoiler alert, Sypha is a woman, but they play it off as Sypha being male. And, you know, it's actually kind of something they bring back in the show, where they dress the girls up as boys because it's safer for travel, because Sypha in the show is a speaker, which is, I'm not going to try and explain that part. So, but anyways, so Sypha has a short melee attack, just a stick. Just gonna defeat Dracula with the stick, as one does. But her main draw is the fact that she has access to spells and the stopwatch. Again, I think all but maybe Alucard have access to the stopwatch. Sypha has 3 types of spells. Her fire spell, which is the primarily basic one. Her ice spell, which we won't see in this level. Also, I hate the placement of that guy. It's... yeah, I was running out of lives, so I just decided to reset. And I am using the help me code, so we have 10 lives. That's the one sort of downside of playing the Japanese version. It doesn't have the help me code, which, you know, isn't quite as bad in the Japanese version, I think. It's not as difficult, I found. I mean, it was still difficult because, you know, it's Castlevania 3, no matter how you slice it, it's going to be difficult. I don't know how exactly you're supposed to get that one, if you have to be like Grant or I guess Alucard, because you can keep the characters when you play the hard mode. Yeah, let's just get the stopwatch. Or not. What was I talking about? And Sypha's final spell is the Electric Orbs, which is by far the best sub-weapon in the game. And as I was saying, I think in the last part, Sypha, unfortunately, in the American version, the non-Japanese version, doesn't get access to her electric orbs nearly as early as she does in the Japanese version. Because I think you can actually find them in that candle all the way to the right. Or maybe the one on the over top of the breakable blocks. So the way that her spells work, like the books work, is they are correlated to Trevor's weapons. Now, I don't remember exactly which ones are correlated to which. The only one that I definitively remember is the cross weapon and the electric orbs. The cross weapon is just inherently, I think, the most rare of them for Trevor. So that makes the electric orbs the most rare for Sypha. I believe the fire correlates with the daggers and maybe the axes. That's probably something that I could look up. Yeah, why not? Sypha weapons. Castlevania. Castlevania 3. Alright. So, when Trevor gets a dagger or an axe, Sypha will get fire. Holy water is ice, and cross is lightning. For Grant, the dagger or holy water will give him a dagger. Not entirely sure why he needs a dagger. In the Japanese version, at least. I don't know exactly what the deal is otherwise. And then an axe and a cross will give him an axe. And then Alucard, all of them give him hearts, but apparently he does have access to the stopwatch. So I guess I was mistaken. I don't really like Alucard in this game. In Symphony Night, he's fantastic. I love him. Best character. I know that's not really saying much, since the only other options are Maria and Trevor. Or not Trevor, Richter. Yeah. I played that game once. In fact, I did play that game once. I just recently got it. And I was not disappointed. I very much loved it. It's a game that I've been actually kind of looking forward to getting for quite some time. Finally had decided to get it, since it was a birthday month, and the store has like a discount for birthday stuff on your birthday month. It was like 20% off, and I had to get the copy shipped in. Unfortunately, I was kind of hoping to just kind of find it one day at like a mom and pop store, but I was at that point where I just really want the game and I want to be able to play it, because I know that is a game that I would love and just really wanted to try out. Thankfully, the copy that I got, I'm not usually a big stickler for the complete set. What I tend to care about the most is just, does the game work? Obviously, having the box and all the papers and stuff that go with it is pretty nice, because it does look nice. I won't deny that part. But again, that's not really the thing that I go for. Personally. Okay, these things can get kind of dangerous, especially in a later level. They're not too bad in this one, though. Okay, this was a point where I remember playing this part beforehand, like the last time I played this game. Those crows suck. I think this is the first level that introduces them, and they suck in all of them. The problem is that compared to you, they have amazing mobility, and it is very annoying to hit them. And they're often placed in spots Run away from the ghost. They're often placed in spots that have a lot of bottomless pits. And thing with the old school NES games, knockback. Knockback can get very frustrating in this game because it's very easy to get hit by one thing and then just fall into a pit. This boss fight's similar to the Castlevania 1 boss fight, is fairly okay. I find these guys to be a little more annoying than their Castlevania 1 counterparts, but not too bad. Sypha's fire magic rips through them pretty easily. And we got a returning boss! Only one level out from fighting him. The Cyclops makes his return. Now, unfortunately, we don't have a block to kind of hide on, so we gotta fight this guy the legitimate way. And the way that you do it is you gotta let him get close enough to you that he'll swing his hammer. And you gotta move out of the way, jump, and attack to hit his eye. Again, I would recommend having Trevor's long whip for this. Though you can use Sypha's fire magic, I find it a bit easier to aim with Trevor's whip. I say that as I miss the eye for the second or third time. You gotta kind of jump and then wait to attack as you're coming down. If you try and attack while you're going up, you're not gonna hit him. Unfortunately, this is not the last time we're going to be seeing him. And yes, he does make a reappearance for the third time, because apparently they couldn't come up with another boss. That's a thing with Castlevania 3. It feels like they try and overcompensate. Maybe they realized how few bosses and stuff they had in the second game and were like, oh, we should probably add more bosses to make it more challenging. Yeah, okay. Alright, so thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.